Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, today we are just continuing the portion or the chapter staffing from business studies. So, in our previous class, what we studied about staffing, we studied what the meaning of staffing, right? So, what is staffing? Staffing means it is a process through which we are selecting competent employees, properly trained, effectively developed, and suitably rewarded, and harmonizing all their efforts towards the achievement of the business. Or, in short, staffing means hiring and developing required personnel to fill various positions in the organization. And studied, we studied about definition of staffing, right? We studied about the two others definition, that is Coons O'Donnell's and McFarland definition of staffing, right? The next we studied about features or nature of staffing. So staffing means what it is concerned with employees. It is a continuous process. It is pervasive function of management. It aims at selecting right people for right job, and it ensures economic, social, and individual satisfaction. Okay, then we studied about what need and importance of staffing. Why we need staffing, or what is the importance of staffing. First one is what ensure maximum productivity, job satisfaction due to proper placement, maximum utilization of workforce, adoption of latest technology, and better performance of enterprise. So these are the some needs or importance of staffing. Then we studied the topic, or we discussed the topic that staffing as a part of human resource management, or we studied what we studied some justifications that or some reasons that justifies that staffing as a part of HRM. Okay, the last topic that we studied in our previous class is what? The evolution of HRM. And the evolution of HRM involves three stages. First one is period before industrial revolution. Second one is period of industrial revolution, and third one is post industrial revolution. And in all these, or we discussed all these stages in detail in our previous. Okay, so now we are moving to our new topic from staffing. So today's topic is about staffing process. What are the process or steps involved in staffing? Okay, so almost it has eight process or eight steps for staffing. So we will discuss it in one by one in this video. So first one is estimating the manpower requirement. Okay, so manpower management is basically what concerned with having the right pupil or right type of pupil available as and when required, and improving the performance of existing pupil to make them more effective on the job. So manpower planning means what? Having the right type of pupil whenever we required the pupil, and through that it improves what? Performance of the existing people. Okay, so one of the major function of staffing department is what? Procurement of employees in sufficient number. For what? In order to meet the requirements of the organization. Okay, so it is the responsibility of staffing department to check whether right type of personnel is appointed at right place. For that, it requires what? Planning. Okay, so for systematic manpower planning, forecasting or predicting of manpower requirements should be done. Then only we can assess the future needs of the manpower in an organization. Okay, so proper manpower planning technique should consider some following or some matters, and the matters are given below. First one is we need to develop the required manpowers for the entire organization, and then we need to evaluate or check what is the manpower inventory, or we need to create manpower inventory. And the third one is what we need to develop the required talents among the employees who are selected for promotion. Okay, so manpower planning relates with what? It relates with establishing some job specification or some quality requirements of job. And manpower planning are of two types, that is short term manpower planning and long term manpower planning. So short term manpower planning means what? It covers for a period of 1 to 2 years. Okay, and long term manpower planning means it is concerned with more than 2 years. Okay, so just understand that there are two types of manpower planning, that is short term and long term. Okay, next step is recruitment. What is recruitment? First of all, I will say that recruitment means it is a positive process. Okay, which means that we are searching the required qualified employees and stimulates them to apply for a particular job. Okay, so what here means that it supplies, or it gives right man at the right time and at the right place. Okay, so recruitment means what? It is a process which we discover some sources of manpower in order to meet the requirements of staffing, or in order to meet the requirements of organization. Okay, so recruitment is the first step in employment process, and it aims, or the aim of recruitment is what? Developing and maintaining the required manpower resources to the organization. Okay, so in short, or in other words, we can say recruitment means recruitment involves seeking and attracting a pool of people or group of people from which qualified candidates for job can be chosen. From that pool of people, we select, or we choose the qualified candidates for the vacant jobs. Okay, and the process of recruitment includes what? Some steps. And first one is identification of different sources of supply. Then we need to assess their validity. And the third step, we need to choose the most suitable sources. And the fourth one is invite application form from the prospective candidates. Okay, and the recruitment sources, or the sources of recruitment can be are classified into two, that is internal source and external source. Internal recruitment means recruitment within the organization, for example transfer, promotion, like that. External sources means what? Recruitment from outside the organization, or organization choose suitable candidates outside the organization, like what? Advertisement, or campus recruitment, or what? Trade unions or labor contractors, like that, or employment exchanges. These are the example of external sources. Okay, so this is the second step of staffing. Then we are moving to third step, that is selection. So here selection is a negative process, because what? Why? Because here by selecting, it means that we are eliminating, or we are rejecting some applications, and we are choosing the right applications or right candidates. Okay, so selection means it is a process of elimination, and here the candidates are chosen or selected as per the norms and procedures which are prepared by the management and according to Dale Yoder. he says that selection is a process. It is a process, and in this process, candidates for employment are divided into two classes. Candidates are divided into two classes. First one is the candidates who are offered for employments, and the second one is those who are not offered for employment. Okay, then through selection, it ensures that the organization gets the best candidates among the available forms or applications. Okay, so this is the third step, selection. Then the fourth step is placement and orientation. So placement means what? Just giving position or granting position or post for which a person has been selected, or employees are occupying the post for which the person has been selected. And orientation means what? We are introducing whenever we enter, or whenever we start a job in a new firm, the first thing the management do what? They introduce the employees to other employees, the selected employees to other employees, and they make familiar about the rules and regulations and also the policies of the organization, right? So that process is called what? Orientation. Introducing the selected employees to other employees and familiarizing him with the rules and policies of the organization. So this is the fourth step, placement and orientation. Then the fifth one is training and development. Training and development, or training, is very important process of an organization. What why? Because after selecting an employee, the next most important part of a personal program or important part of a management is to provide training to them. Okay, we know that the need for training is what? Increasing day by day, due to what? Technological developments that is happening in our world. So every employee should be in touch with the new developments, and every employee should have what? Some systematic training programs, or every organization should conduct some systematic training programs. Okay, so training means it is a learning process. It is a learning process. And what is the learning process? It involves acquisition of some skills or concepts or rules or attitudes in order to increase the performance of employees. Okay, and we can say training as, or the training and development as, it is a systematic process of we are transferring some technological knowledge to the workers for doing particular type of work, because the technological developments are happening in our world day by day, or increasing day by day. So we need to we know about the modern or the heavy sophisticated technological or technical knowledge. We should have the knowledge of technical or technology. Okay, so this is the fifth function, sorry, fifth process, training and development. Then the sixth one is performance appraisal. Performance appraisal means it's just nothing. It means that we are just evaluating an employee's current or his past performance on the basis of certain predetermined standards. Okay, and it includes defining the job, appraising performance, and providing feedback. Okay, so this is the sixth staffing process, or the sixth step in staffing, performance appraisal. Then seventh one is promotion and career planning. What is promotion and career planning? Promotion means it is one of the most important source of recruitment. Promotion, because employees are here in promotion. It means that employees are posted in higher posts when the higher post become falls vacant. Okay, so and promotions are given to employees on the basis of their seniority and competence. If seniority is taken as the basis for promotion, the employees' experience, age, etc., are rewarded properly. Okay, so a promotion involves what? Shifting an employees to a higher position, and through that he gets more salary, and he also acquire more status and prestige for due to this promotion, and he gets more authority and responsibility. Whenever we are doing a job and one day we get promoted, or we start our career as clerk, and or just an manager, assistant manager, and due to our nice performance or good performance we are promoted as general manager, or the what is general manager. Then it means that you will get more salary, your status and procedures, or you acquire more status and procedures, and what you get uh, meanwhile the authority and responsibility for you will also increase, right? Okay, so this is what promotion and career planning. Career planning means what? Just planning our career. Okay, so this is the seventh step, and the last one is compensation. What is compensation? I think I need not explain the term compensation, because it is very familiar to every person, every individual, right? So yes, compensation means what? Payment. Payment or rewarding which is given to employees for the works they done. Okay, so it refers to all forms of pay or rewards which are going to employees, and the compensation may be direct financial payment, which means example wages, salaries, incentives, commissions, bonus. These are the examples for direct financial payment, and it may be indirect payment. Indirect payment means what? Like employer paid insurance of the employee and vacations, like that. And direct payment or direct financial payment are of two types. First one is time based. Time based means what? It is paid either daily, weekly, or monthly, like the salary or wages itself. And the example for direct payment is what? Salary, wages. Because wages, what is the difference between salary and wages? Do you know what is the difference between salary and wages? Wages are given to the employees which who are belong to production area, or wages are given on daily basis. But salary means it is given, or the salary is given to those people who are in administration or office works, who belongs to office work, and salary is paid in monthly. Okay, so that is the main difference between salary and wages. One is paid daily or daily, and one is paid monthly. Okay, and the performance, second direct payment method is performance based. Performance based means it is paid according to piecework. Like we get paid for the number of units, unit of output, or number of output we produced. On the basis of that we get what? Payment. So these are the two types of direct payment, and this is called what? Compensation. Okay, so this is the last step of staffing. So there are 8 steps in staffing. First one is what? Ensuring manpower requirements. We need to estimate or ensure the manpower requirements, and the second one is we need to recruit, or we need to search for prospective employees, that is recruitment. And the third step is we need to select the prospective candidates for the job. And the fourth one is placement and orientation. We give what? Placement, or we need to occupy the employees for the selected job or post, and we need to introduce the selected employees to other employees, which is called orientation. And the fifth step is what? Training and development. We should give what? Training and development to the employees in order to withstand with the current changing, or current what? Technological changing which is happening in our world. And the Sixth one is performance appraisal. We need to appraise or we need to evaluate an employee's current or past performance against some predetermined standards. And the seventh one is promotion and career planning. And the last one is what? Compensation. Okay, so this is our today's topic, and I hope you all understood what is the staffing process. And the staffing process is very important question, or it is the what it is the expected questions which will can see in your question paper. And staffing process is very important. You should study the process correctly in its order or in its sequence. Okay, so I hope you all understood it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.